Hello, math friends. Today we're going to talk a little bit about how you can express arithmetic sequences in the form f of x equals mx plus b. When I think about sequences, or I was thinking about this, I thought about this really cool guy I know, Joey Chestnut. Joey Chestnut is super cool because he has the world record in hot dog eating. He's eaten 68 hot dogs in 10 minutes. I think it's rather gross and maybe a little bit amazing. I myself hate hot dogs, so eating 68 is quite unreal. And I thought about the fact if I was Joey and I was at 68, I'm always going to want to make that number go up because I'm going to want to keep that hot dog world record. So I was thinking about his training regiment, and I might think about the fact that I might set some goals for myself in my training to constantly go up by 2 hot dogs each competition. I'm thinking if Joey can do that, he will never be caught and he will keep that world record. So the next competition, he'd take his 68, add 2, and he might try to get 70. The next one, he'd take his 70 and add 2 and try to get 72, and so on. So if I were to think about what's the rule for his goal setting here on hot dog eating, his rule would be to add 2 to his sequence each time. And then I might also think about what would Joey's equation be for his training sequence here. So we'd have f of x equals mx plus b is how we would write our equation for our sequence, where our m is our constant rate that we're going up, and our b is our starting value. So in the case of Joey, it's constantly going to be trying to go up by 2. So he's going to have f of x equals 2x plus his starting value is at 68, the incredible 68 hot dogs. And then I could think about what would my next term in my sequence be, and I don't really need my equation so much for that because I know I'm always going up by 2, so it goes 68, 70, 72, 74, and that would be 76. But to find my 10th term, that one I might need to use my equation. And so to do that, I would think about that 68 is when my x is equal to 0. That's my start before anything happens. So my first term in my sequence is 68. And then my next x value would be 1. And when x is 1, the first term or the second term would be 70. So you notice that each time the term number, so this one is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, is 1 less than our x value, which is 0, 1, 2, 3. So if I want the 10th term, that means my x value would have to be 9. So I'm going to fill 9 in for x in my equation. So I have f of x equals 2 times 9 plus 68. And I could go ahead and solve that. 2 times 9 is 18, plus my 68 is going to give me an x value of 86. So if I continued the 10th competition that Joey entered, he would eat 86 hot dogs. That would be one crazy goal, don't you think? Super crazy. So there's another person I know that likes to eat hot dogs a lot. And her name is Sonia Thomas. Pretty cool, huh? And so Sonia Thomas, she eats 40 hot dogs in 10 minutes. That's pretty sweet already, but I'm thinking about what she would want to do. And if I were her, I'd want to try to go after Joey and be able to beat him. So I would maybe have her training goal to go up a little bit faster. So maybe she's going to want to go from 40 and then maybe go up 5. So she'd hit 45 and then she'd hit 50 and then she'd hit 55 and she could keep going. So if we think about this as an arithmetic sequence as well, the rule for the sequence is that she's adding 5. I think about the equation. It's in the form of f of x equals that constant rate times x plus your starting value. My constant rate here is 5x plus, in her case, her starting value is just a measly 40 hot dogs in 10 minutes. Still pretty crazy. So then I could think about the next term in my sequence. If I get 40, 45, 50, 55, the next one would be 60. And I think about finding that 10th term. So again, we would fill in 5 times 9 to get the 10th term plus 40. And 5 times 9 is 45 plus 40 would give me 85 Ooh, that is so close to Joey's goal. It's certainly going to put her in the running with Joey after the 10th competition. So pretty sweet, awesome hot dog eating, great arithmetic sequences that can be set by setting some good training goals. And look out, Joey, I think Sonia's coming after you. Have a great day, guys.